Satnam, Satnam, yogis and yoginis. Hello, welcome to the stream. How are you doing? I hope you are fine. If you're online, say hello. 1 second. Am I having an error? No. Hopefully, is everything okay? Can you hear me well? All right, I got some error. but seems to be gone. So, one more stream. I don't have a particular topic for today's stream. So, if you're watching, you can just suggest something in the chat. We can just chat about anything, or we can just meditate, or we can just chant mantras. My idea is that maybe we can just start by chanting some mantras, and then let's see if more people connect, and we can decide what we want to talk about today, if we want to talk. So let me put on the mantra. Let's start with tuning in with Om Namo Gurudev Namo, and let's join our hands. And we can chant it in a melodic way today. Let's remember that we are calling the Guru. We are calling to this light, to find the light in our darkness, in our ignorance. We're calling to the all-pervading vibration of Om. Satnam, hello and welcome everyone. We have a message in the chat. Andrechetta, hello, welcome back. I was finishing my practice at this moment and your video appeared with this beautiful mantra. Thank you, Satnam. Somehow we're all connected. This must be God in the way He acts through ourselves. Yes. What practice were you doing, Andrechetta? I would like to hear. Why don't we all write here, whoever is connected online right now, what do you generally do? And maybe also talk about how do you come into yoga? What kind of practices do you do and when do you arrive to yoga and in which way? Thank you for teaching. Yeah, my pleasure. This is really a blessing. I mean, being a teacher, it's one of the best places one can be because you are a channel for the teachings, no? And the teachings is something that brings light to our darkness. So being the channel for this light is a very privileged position. But, you know, a number of circumstances in my life have made it possible for me to be able to be here now teaching. First, my family who introduced me to yoga. My mother was the first one who brought yoga to the family. Well, she went to some classes with her brother, but her brother stopped, and then she brought it to our family, and then my father took it in a very physical way through asanas, but she was more in a meditative way. But you know, being born in such a family is such a blessing. You have all these teachings for yourself, and then even if you don't know what you have when you're a child, then as you grow up, then you can grow to recognize that. And also I have a good stability financially, and with my family, I have a good stable life in such a way that I can afford myself to dedicate all the time to do these videos for YouTube, which is really basically service. This is me doing seva, because I put a lot of effort. I put a lot of energy into creating these streams and these videos that I post in the YouTube. I'm not making any money out of that. This is just sharing. Maybe in the future I will be monetized by YouTube, but I'm not really worrying too much about that. As I say, I'm financially safe, I'm secure, so I'm comfortable where I am right now, even though, yeah, it's good to have an exchange of energy, but I'm fine where I am right now. And so, you know, the mantra course, the Mul Mantra course, the mind course that we are doing now, I've researched hundreds of hours for these courses, preparing the material, even though sometimes it may feel like I'm improvising a lot. I improvise a little bit, but I have my script of some things that I want to talk about. So yeah, this is, I follow some basic lines. But yeah, thank you for being here. So everyone, if you want to say, how do you come into yoga and what do you practice? You practice a lot of kriyas for the spine and kundalini. I don't do much, but start looking for the experience, to see God and me and the exercises and the philosophy to fit my body and mind. Oh, don't worry. Where are you from? Are you Italian, or which country are you from? Yes, the experience to see God in me and the exercises and the philosophy to fit the body and the mind. Yes, practicing. You see, yoga has this thing, at first it starts as a practice, like something that you are, like you take some time during the day to do some yoga and to do some kriyas and some particular meditation maybe. From Brazil. Ah, bem-vinda. Yes. I live in Portugal right now. So at first it's something sort of like you take the time to do some yoga, and it's a little bit like holidays, you know, out of your busy day, you take some time to go away from that busyness to be with yourself and be with God, like you are saying, to connect body, mind, and soul. But eventually, as you start to practice in a more regular way, like constant way, with the practice and with the discipline, somehow it doesn't become a practice. It becomes an identity. It's not a practice anymore. It's an identity. And I put this similar to when you see somebody who has like somebody who smokes, and they say, yeah, I smoke when I'm with my friends and we go out, and maybe after the coffee or maybe partying at night, I smoke some cigarettes. And somebody else who has been doing this for some time and they do smoke regularly, they say, I am a smoker. So there is a difference between the act of doing something and the identity of identifying with that. And yoga is also like that. Not like smoking, but it's in the sense that it starts as a practice, and it very quickly, especially if you go into the philosophy of it, very quickly develops as an identity. So that's something to identify with. So everyone, you can just write in the chat if you want to talk about something. Otherwise, I feel like today it's a good day for chanting some mantras, meditating, and just relaxing and chatting. I have nothing specifically prepared for today. Yesterday we talked a lot about the mind, and today I feel more like in a relaxed attitude. So anybody wants some particular mantra? Anybody has an idea? Which mantra would you like to hear? Would you like to chant with me? If you have a suggestion, write it in the chat and we can explore it. If I know the mantra, I am mainly in the tradition. Well, I know some mantras from the Shivais tradition because I studied mantra yoga with Mas Murray. And I know the mantras from Kundalini yoga because that's the tradition in which I have been working deeper. I spent more years studying Kundalini yoga and becoming a teacher, and then a trainer of teachers, level 1, level 2, now level 3. So it's like I've been going through a long journey with Kundalini yoga. But I have a passion for mantra yoga, and I love all yogas anyway. It's difficult for me to say that there's some yoga I don't like, because I have a passion for yoga in general. But let's chant a few mantras. If nobody has a suggestion, I will just choose one randomly. So let me think. Yes, let's chant some Saresasa. All right, so because I don't have this prepared, I need to prepare it. 1 second. I want to put it on the screen so that you can follow along. All right, so let me see if I can do this easily, and let's see how it looks. You let me know. Let's see. Ploop. Does it look okay like this? It's too much in the middle of me. I don't know if I should put it in a different way, but we will do it like this for the moment. I'm putting it quite big, but if you are with a mobile phone, it would be difficult to read if it was small. Satnam Seth Cave, welcome back to the stream. Today I am very relaxed. I have no particular topic to talk about. So if you want to suggest some topics, suggest it. I was also asking, how did everyone come into the world of yoga? What is your practice? What are your favorite mantras? And I'm suggesting just to chant some mantras today and meditate together. So I just put one on the screen. Let's chant a little bit this one, but feel free to write in the chat whatever you want. Yeah, or if you want to ask some particular question, I'm happy to try to answer them. But let's meditate a little bit today. So this is a nice mantra. It's called, oops, that's not, I didn't want to put the Saregama, sorry. Let me remove the Saregama. Saregama Padanisa is like the, in India, there is like Do, Re, Mi, Fa, Sol, La, Si, Do. That's what they would do. They would do Saregama Padanisa. Bloop. Okay. So sare sasa sarang, harare har har harare har har harare har har harang. Sa is a sound of the Kundalini energy, is the sound of the snake, and it's also like infinite is an infinite sound. It could go on forever. And it's linked to the Satnam, like the first part of Satnam. So it's kind of linked to truth as well. The re in re and the re in rang and the re in har is stimulating the third chakra. So we have a stimulation of the Kundalini. Har is going to stimulate the third chakra a lot. When we chant Har, we move the navel inwards. And Har is the hum is the bija sound for the fifth chakra. So we are stimulating, 1, 3, and 5 chakras with this sound. And I'm just going to chant it. But if you want to do there is a meditation there's a number of meditations that go with this mantra, but a beautiful one, I can just share it here. And it's a one with a movement of the hands. And it goes like this. The hands start in prayer mudra at the level of the navel. And they start to go up. And as they go up, as they pass in front of the heart, they are like the bud, like a flower, like the bud of a flower. And then as they keep going up, it starts to open up. So we're going to have... Sorry, let me remove one thing. So it's sa re sa re sa re sa sarang, because it's like something in you is blooming, right? And it's opening at the level of the third chakra, the third eye, and then harere har we go down, and it's like like if you capture something from the heaven and you brought it down within yourself, like you wanted to sow some seeds within. So harere har you are bringing the hands down, so you fold the hands and harere har coming down. This mudra is called inverse or reverse prayer mudra. It's like the opposite. And don't just leave it like this. If you're going to do the meditation, don't leave the hands like this. This side of the hand have to touch. And this is a mudra which it's a bit strange. Well, it's quite strange, this mudra. But I've seen a very powerful meditation to combat depression with this mudra. So by doing harare har with this mudra is like bringing you out of a depressed state if you are feeling depressed. So sare sa sare sa sare sa sarang, harare har harare har harang. I will chant it and slowly, but I will not be doing the movement. I will do the movement of the hands maybe 2 or 3 times, and then I will not do it, because if I do it, I'm very far away from the microphone. So if you want to do the meditation, you can do it. Otherwise, you can just chant, or you can just listen if you cannot chant. If you are with the earphones in the bus or whatever, then you can just listen if you want. So let's do that one. It's called Antarnat Mudra, a meditation. This is Antar means inside in Sanskrit. Nat is sound. Antarnat Mudra. So this is the mudra of the inner sound. So as you are chanting, tune in to the sound of your voice, but also tune in within, tune in inside. So sa re sa 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 re sa 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 re sa 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 rang. Hare re hare 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 re hare 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 re hare 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 rang. Sa re sa 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 re sa 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 re sa 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 rang. Hare re hare 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 re hare 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 re hare 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 rang. Sa re sa 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 re sa 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 re sa 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 rang. Hare re hare 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 re hare 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 re hare 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 rang. Sa re sa 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 re sa 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 re sa 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 rang. Hare re hare 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 re hare 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 re hare 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 rang. Sa re sa 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 re sa 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 re sa 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 rang. Hare 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 Ram. Sare sa sa sare sa sa sare sa sa saram. Hare 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 Ram. Sare sa sa sare sa sa sare sa sa saram. Hare 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 Ram. Sare sa sa sare sa sa sare sa sa saram. Hare 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 Ram. Sare sa sa sare sa sa sare sa sa saram. Hare 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 Ram. Sare sa sa sare sa sa sare sa sa saram. Hare 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 Ram. Sare sa sa sare sa sa sare sa sa saram. Hare 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 Ram. Sare sa sa sare sa sa sare sa sa saram. Hare 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 Ram. Sare sa sa sare sa sa sare sa sa saram. Hare 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 Ram. Sare sa sa sare sa sa sare sa sa saram. Hare 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 Ram. Sare sa sa sare sa sa sare sa sa saram. Hare 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 Ram. Sare sa sa sare sa sa sare sa sa saram. Hare 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 Ram. Sare sa sa sare sa sa sare sa sa saram. Hare 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 Ram. Sare sa sa sare sa sa sare sa sa saram. Hare 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 Ram. Sare sa sa sare sa sa sare sa sa saram. Hare 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 Ram. Sare sa sa sare sa sa sare sa sa saram. Hare 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 Ram. Sare sa sa sare sa sa sare sa sa saram. Hare 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 Ram. Sare sa sa sare sa sa sare sa sa saram. Hare 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 Ram. Sare sa sa sare sa sa sare sa sa saram. Hare 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 Ram. Sare sa sa sare sa sa sare sa sa saram. Hare 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 Ram. Sare sa sa sare sa sa sare sa sa saram. Hare 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 Ram. Sare sa sa sare sa sa sare sa sa saram. Hare 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 Ram. Sare sa sa sare sa sa sare sa sa saram. Hare 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 Ram. Sare sa sa sare sa sa sare sa sa saram. Hare 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 Ram. Sare sa sa sare sa sa sare sa sa saram. Hare 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 Ram. Sare sa sa sare sa sa sare sa sa saram. Hare 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 Ram. Sare sa sa sare sa sa sare sa sa saram. Hare 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 Ram. Sare sa sa sare sa sa sare sa sa saram. Hare 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 Ram. Sare sa sa sare sa sa sare sa sa saram. Hare 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 Ram. Sare sa sa sare sa sa sare sa sa saram. Hare 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 Ram. Sare sa sa sare sa sa sare sa sa saram. Hare 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 Ram. Sare sa sa sare sa sa sare sa sa saram. Hare 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 Ram. Sare sa sa sare sa sa sare sa sa saram. Hare 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 Ram. Sare sa sa sare sa sa sare sa sa saram. Hare 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 Ram. Inhale, hands in the chest. Hold and listen inside. And exhale when you need to. And you can open your eyes. We did 11 minutes. This is the appropriate time. Regularly in Kundalini Yoga, we do meditations for 11 minutes or longer to have a good experience of that. Maybe I can say a little bit more about that, but before that, Sadhna, Mamita, hello, welcome to the stream. I remember some days ago you were writing that you would like us to chant more in the stream, so here we go. This is today for chanting. Welcome. And welcome anybody else if you connected. Seth, a few months ago I discovered a chakra vow meditation where you focus on each one and chant Muladhara S, Sadhisthana M, Manipura U, Anahata O, Vishuddha E, Anja I, Sahasrara I. Interesting. Do you know, Seth, what tradition is this meditation from? It would be nice to know. And yeah, so very powerful, these meditations that as we go through the chakras. In a way, the one we just chanted right now, it also goes through the chakras. I don't know if any one of you had the chance to see the video I posted on the Kundalini, how as we are stimulating the Kundalini wants to rise to the crown. I talk about this in the Mool Mantra as well, how the energy of the Kundalini Shakti wants to go to meet with Shiva. Yeah, Shiva is like the male principle. Yeah, relating to God as a male principle. And sometimes I talk God can be male or female. It has no gender, right? No sex. But there is a way to relate to God as Shiva, right? And your inner energy is Shakti. So meeting Shiva and Shakti and then bringing it down into the heart. So it's like coming up, coming up, coming up. And then the flower is blooming in the third eye, opening the third eye and capturing the essence and then bringing it down into the heart. Said you don't know which tradition is from? All right, never mind. There is many traditions which use mantras, so it could be any of them. But certainly Muladhara, the S sound of the Muladhara would be stimulating the energy of the Kundalini. And yeah, a lot of the sounds you mentioned are with vowels, which is an interesting thing. When I was doing research for the mantra course, I found a lot of material on the consonants, but not that much on the vowels. So that's interesting. But there is one practice we used to do with Mas Murray, my mantra teacher, using vowels going up the spine. And it was like... he said he learned it. He traveled all around India looking for any teacher or guru who could. Oh, Satnam Sohail, Tabatabaye, Satnam, welcome. So we are chanting mantras today and meditating hopefully that's the idea. But anybody feel free to just write in the chat and how you are doing, how do you come into yoga, what's your favorite mantra, anything like that. So Masmari was traveling all around India learning mantras, and he said he learned this one from some guy in the jungle. He said that this sound through the vowels was good to awaken the Kundalini, so not awaken the Kundalini, to rise the energy through the chakras, and it was good to drive away tigers in the jungle. So that's an interesting combination of properties for a mantra. It wasn't really a mantra, it was just a combination of vowels going up the spine. Let me think if I remember. It was I-O-E. It was I-O-E. I think it was coming down from the spine. I-O-E. I hope I didn't leave anyone deaf. I-O-E. And it clears out the webs, the spider webs from the brain as well. That's an interesting combination of sounds going up. But yeah, Seth, I don't know if you are like just chanting one sound and staying in one chakra and then going to the next. That would be interesting to find out, and to find out where this come from. I'm always looking for finding out the roots of the traditions that we practice. So, Hale, what do you practice? How do you come into yoga? And how do you come into it? And what kind of practice do you do? Do you have any particular mantra that is your favorite? Today we're going to chant. And if I know it, I will chant it. I don't know that many, but I know quite a few. So I will be chanting today whatever I know. We just chanted this one that is on the screen, Sare Sasa Sarang, Hare Har Har Harang, and we did a little meditation. And I said I was not going to do the mudra, but then I couldn't stop myself, so I did it anyway. And that's a meditation that is great to bring joy and to the heart and get out of darkness and depression. But it's also a very good mantra, excuse me, for prosperity, abundance, and and you can do a meditation in which you are doing Buddhi Mudra, which stimulates communication on the knees, just putting the hands on the knees and chanting the same mantra in the same way. You are not doing the mudra. So that's another way of another interesting thing. It could also help to release blocks. So that's interesting mantra. So if nobody says anything in the chat, I will suggest another mantra. Let me see. What can we do now? Let me think about it. Well, this version that I chanted is from a melody that it's a beautiful melody. I don't chant with music. I don't do music here, even though I was a musician when I was a kid. But I just use my voice as an instrument. But if you can play an instrument, I recommend it if you want to hear some beautiful songs. There are many beautiful songs that chant mantras. And this one in particular that I just chanted is from a musician. Is called Guru Shabbat Singh, I believe. And he has another beautiful melody for another nice mantra. Let me share it on the screen. And hold on a second. Oh dear. Let's see. Pavana, 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 Pavana. Let's see if I can make it easier to read. Pavana times 4. Pavanguru times 2. Wahuru times 2. Pavanguru. So, okay. So this mantra, Pavana means air. Pavan. And para is going beyond. Yeah. And we know that air is we associate airs to the winds in the body and to the the vayus are also called like winds, right? So pavana is air and vayus is wind. So we could talk about how the wind is moving, but the air is also a very subtle element. Air is an element that it doesn't like to be controlled. It flies away. You know, in a balloon, if you leave a little hole, it will go away through the hole. So it likes freedom. It likes to be free. So that's an interesting property that we could associate to this. Pavanguru is like the air is our guru in a way. No, the air is teaching us something. The air can be our guru. And Pavanguru, Waheguru, Pavuru. Waheguru is one of the most fundamental mantras of Sikh Dharma. And Wah is like indescribable, incredible. And Guru is Gu, Gu is darkness, Guru is light, so bringing light to the darkness, right? So it's like Pavana, 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 Padapara, Pavanguru, Pavanguru, Waheguru, Waheguru, Pavanguru. And we're just going to chant it. If you want to do the mudra with this mantra, there is a meditation, a beautiful one, that when you do this mudra is going to help to enrich your mind. And the mudra, the hands are flat, they are at the level of the shoulders, and the two thumbs are pointing towards the right. Now, I don't know if you see me on the screen mirrored or not. In any case, no matter how you see me, the thumbs have to be pointing to the right. So this is my right. So I don't know how you see me in the screen, but it should be pointing to the right. And so the right hand is palm facing up and the left palm is facing down. So this is the mudra. And why not? Let's meditate a little bit. Let's chant it. Let's do 11 minutes as well, because that's the regular time that we generally do for just a simple meditation. Pavana, 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 Pada, Pada, Pavanguru, Pavanguru, Waheguru, Waheguru, Pavanguru. Pavana, 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 Pada, Pada, Pavanguru, Pavanguru, Waheguru, Waheguru, Pavanguru. Pavana, 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 Pada, Pada, Pavanguru, Pavanguru, Waheguru, Waheguru, Pavanguru. Pavana, 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 Pada, Pada, Pavanguru, Pavanguru, Waheguru, Waheguru, Pavanguru. Deep inhale. Pavana, 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 Pada, Pada, Pavanguru, Pavanguru, Waheguru, Waheguru, Pavanguru. Pavana, 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 Pada, Pada, Pavanguru, Pavanguru, Waheguru, Waheguru, Pavanguru. Pavana, 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 Pada, Pada, Pavanguru, Pavanguru, Waheguru, Waheguru, Pavanguru. Pavana, 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 Pada, Pada, Pavanguru, Pavanguru, Waheguru, Waheguru, Pavanguru. Pavana, 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 Pada, Pada, Pavanguru, Pavanguru, Waheguru, Waheguru, Pavanguru. Pavana, 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 Pada, Pada, Pavanguru, Pavanguru, Waheguru, Waheguru, Pavanguru. Pavana 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 Padapara Pavanguru Pavanguru Vaheguru Vaheguru Pavanguru Pavana 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 Padapara Pavanguru Pavanguru Vaheguru Vaheguru Pavanguru Pavana 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 Padapara Pavanguru Pavanguru Vaheguru Vaheguru Pavanguru Pavana 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 Padapara Pavanguru Pavanguru Vaheguru Vaheguru Pavanguru Pavana 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 Padapara Pavanguru Pavanguru Vaheguru Vaheguru Pavanguru Pavana 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 Padapara Pavanguru Pavanguru Vaheguru Vaheguru Pavanguru Pavana 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 Padapara Pavanguru Pavanguru Vaheguru Vaheguru Pavanguru Pavana 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 Padapara Pavanguru Pavanguru Vaheguru Vaheguru Pavanguru Pavana 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 Pavanguru Pavanguru Vaheguru Vaheguru Pavanguru Pavana 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 Padapara Pavanguru Pavanguru Vaheguru Vaheguru Pavanguru Pavana 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 Padapara Pavanguru Pavanguru Vaheguru Vaheguru Pavanguru Pavana 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 Padapara Pavanguru Pavanguru Vaheguru Vaheguru Pavanguru Pavana 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 Padapara Pavanguru Pavanguru Vaheguru Vaheguru Pavanguru Pavana 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 Padapara Pavanguru Pavanguru Vaheguru Vaheguru Pavanguru Pavana 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 Padapara Pavanguru Pavanguru Vaheguru Vaheguru Pavanguru Pavana 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 Padapara Pavanguru Pavanguru Vaheguru Vaheguru Pavanguru Pavana 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 Padapara Pavanguru Pavanguru Vaheguru Vaheguru Pavanguru Pavana 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 Padapara Pavanguru Pavanguru Vaheguru Vaheguru Pavanguru Pavana 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 Padapara Pavanguru Pavanguru Vaheguru Vaheguru Pavanguru Pavana 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 Parapara Pavanguru Pavanguru Vaheguru 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 Pavanguru Pavana 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 Parapara Pavanguru Pavanguru Vaheguru Vaheguru Pavanguru Pavana 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 Parapara Pavanguru Pavanguru Vaheguru Vaheguru Pavanguru Pavana 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 Parapara Pavanguru Pavanguru Vaheguru Vaheguru Pavanguru Pavana 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 Parapara Pavanguru Pavanguru Vaheguru Vaheguru Pavanguru Pavana 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 Parapara Pavanguru Pavanguru Vaheguru Vaheguru Pavanguru Pavana 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 Parapara Pavanguru Pavanguru Vaheguru Vaheguru Pavanguru Pavana 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 Parapara Pavanguru Pavanguru Vaheguru Vaheguru Pavanguru Pavana 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 Parapara Pavanguru Pavanguru Vaheguru Vaheguru Pavanguru Pavana 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 Parapara Pavanguru Pavanguru Vaheguru Vaheguru Pavanguru Pavana 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 Parapara Pavanguru Pavanguru Vaheguru Vaheguru Pavanguru Inhale deep. Hold the breath, apply Mulban, spine straight. And softly exhale and join the hands. Keep the eyes closed if you can, if you're not driving or anything like that. Stay within for a few moments and listen to the silence. Feel the air, the pavan as you breathe. And you can open the eyes. This is a meditation is called Enriching the Mind. How was the experience? If you did it, if you did the mudra, if you were chanting, write in the chat, how was your experience? Today, I wish to have more interaction with you, and yeah, how was it for you? Creates a very peaceful space of silence inside, yeah, especially in the heart. The mudra at the level of the heart and the chanting of air, air, air is an element that is associated with the heart, so the heart is opening. Wonderful, Sohel. You enjoyed it, I'm glad. Very good. Pavana, 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 yeah? Pavana, Pavana, Pavana. I remember the first time I heard this mantra, and I had a recording, yeah, and I was putting it on. I went by the beach and I was walking. It was low tide, so it was a lot of sand into the water. So I was walking by this long beach and just listening to the air, you know, the marine air going into my face and chanting with the music. Beautiful. My voice is calming. Thank you, Amita. I'm glad you find it calming. So you found your peace within. It's interesting in these meditations how just after chanting now, if you just close your eyes for a moment, if you can't close, again, just beware if you're in the street. But there is a certain peacefulness. There is like an ocean of peace and silence. But pay attention, because in the middle of it, there is you, your presence, and in feeling yourself in that ocean of peace, there is like a drop of joy and ecstasis. It's funny because joy is something that has some kind of movement, yeah? And yet peacefulness seems the opposite. It's like stillness. And yet after chanting these mantras, you find a place of stillness where there is a drop of this ecstatic movement within. I think that's, as we chant mantras, we get more and more in contact with our Sat Chit Ananda, yeah? Ananda being the bliss, Sat is the truth, and Chit is your consciousness. So we become aware, consciousness of the truth within, and there is a drop of ecstasy in that. So that's nice. So everyone, if you have just connected while we were meditating, we are doing today just chanting mantras, meditating and sharing. If anybody wants to share your experience with mantras or your favorite mantra, or how did you come to be in contact with yoga or mantras, just feel free to write in the chat, and let's make today's session more interactive. I have been doing a few mantras from Kundalini Yoga in this session so far. So let's carry on with some mantras from this tradition. But if anybody wants to know like a mantra for a specific something, yeah? You are living a specific situation in your life, and maybe you are looking for joy or peace, or removing a blockage in your life, or a mind game, or trying to dispel some negativity, or maybe you want to bring balance in your life, or increase your creativity, your communication, whatever it is. I'm just saying many things. If there is something that you would particularly like to work on, because maybe it's a challenge for you and you would like some mantra on this, why don't you write it in the chat, and I will see if we have some mantra that I can recall that could be appropriate for this. So far we have been chanting a few from Kundalini Yoga, so maybe today we can carry on chanting from Kundalini Yoga. But yeah, just write in the chat what mantra would you like to chant next, or what purpose would you like the mantra to be for. Otherwise, I will just choose another one and we will just carry on chanting and meditating today. So I had an idea. If nobody writes, I will prepare it. If somebody writes in between, then we will do something else. But let's see about this one. Let's see if you like it. All right. Now this one is gonna be big mantra. It's going to go on top of me, and that is fine. Can we make it? Oof. It's so big. How can I make it be better that we can? Anamakam. Okay. So Amita writes something. Doesn't chanting mantra take us towards thinking mind? I thought silence is better for meditation. Mantra takes us towards thinking mind. Silence is better for meditation. No. I wouldn't say so. Well, think about it for a moment. The mind likes to think. Mind likes to... Sadhna, Willie, how's sir? Welcome to the stream. We are chanting mantras today and meditating. So Amita, when we are in our minds, the mind wants to talk. And sometimes it goes into this unending spiral of thinking. And it hypnotizes our consciousness, something I was talking the other day, how the mind and the ego entangled, grab the consciousness and don't let it escape. Look, we were just chanting the mantra Pavan. Pavan is air. And consciousness is like the air. I mentioned before, maybe you will remember how out of all the autonomous functions of the body, breathing is the one that we can control. So breath and air is connected to consciousness. So, Pavana, the meditation we were chanting before, it's a stimulating consciousness, yeah? Now, Pavana is air. The mind is, if we had to associate it to a tattva, would be fire. Because the mind is a fiery thing. If you think too much, it gets very hot in the head, and it's like an engine, yeah? Like an engine has like the fire working. It's like an industrial fire, right? Working here. So fire likes to consume the oxygen and the air. So you see, the mind consumes the consciousness. So while we are in this not unending mind, we don't have an opportunity for consciousness. And the mind hypnotizes us, and we believe this is what we are, our thoughts. Now, what does mantra do? Mantra. One of the translations of mantra is man, is mente, is mind. Tra is to protect, or to capture, or to go beyond, yeah? But we could say that mantra protects us from our mind. That could be a valid interpretation of the word mantra. So actually, when we are in a busy mind and we want to meditate, sometimes the best way to go into the silence is through the mantra. Why? Because the mind wants to hypnotize us. But if we just repeat some words again and again, like we were just doing, Pavana, para means going beyond, right? So let's go beyond the mind. As we repeat the words, para, pavan, what happens is the mind wants to think something else, but it cannot, because if you think something else, you lose the mantra. So you have to go back, and you go back, and you go back. And then the mind finally cannot resist anymore and holds on to the mantra. So in that repetition of the mantra, that constant repetition of the mantra, a silence can be produced within. So rather than listening to the mind thinking, by producing the sound of the mantra, then the silence is produced within. And you can feel it, not while you are chanting the mantra, but as soon as the mantra stops, notice the silence that is generated. And I think that's a good proof. Just check and see, and you will notice the silence that comes as a result of the chanting of the mantra. And sometimes it's the only way to stop the mind. And also, if we don't chant with mantra, it's so much easier to lose our attention, our consciousness, being trapped by the mind, and then we find ourselves thinking of something else rather than meditating. We may be there with the eyes closed, but the mind is thinking something else. While if we chant the mantra, we are focused on that. And we have a number of focuses, the mantra, the mudra, the drishti, the mantra, the breathing. All this is helping to focus the mind. So I hope that answers the question, Amita. Let's try this. It's very long, very big. So let me just say a little bit about this. This is part of a poem written by the 10th Sikh Guru, Guru Gobind Singh. And it was a very difficult time in history. There was a lot of turmoil. There was a lot of invasions and forced conversions in India, in the north of India. Well, all throughout India, but the Sikh Gurus were in the north. And this 10th Guru, he was he created this poem. And the poem is saying like many, many words that are saying what God is not. So it's telling the words of what God isn't. So Ajay Ale is like invincible, indestructible, without fear, and immutable. He has no shape, no birth, indestructible, omnipresent, and so on and so forth. He's saying all the things that is not. By the way, this should be pronounced in the kind of like the Spanish so it's abe, Ajay, ale is not a G or something like that. So it's written for Spanish people. I haven't updated it for Zoom, for online streaming. But when you say the I, just pronounce it eh. So let's try this. And this, maybe we will do it in some other way in the future, because it's a bit strange having it in front of my face. I would rather just be in a corner and put it in front. But today we will do it like this, and in the future maybe we can change it. So one meditation for this mantra. This is called the Invincible mantra as well. It's a mantra that is great to bring a sense of invincibility, that you can cross through any barrier and any difficulty, and you end up like with success. You are overcome the challenges, and you are like getting the warrior spirit. That's the word, getting the warrior spirit. So a good mantra for that. But it's also really, really good meditation for pregnant women, actually. So if anybody is pregnant, you can chant this mantra while you are pregnant, with the left hand on the belly, sensing the vibration of the baby, and the right hand in Gyam Mudra on the knee. And you are tuning into this invincible spirit, calling on the spirit of your baby who is coming into your belly. And the man can do the same if it's a couple. You can do it with the hand. You can sit behind the woman and with the hand on the belly of the mother, and the other hand in Gyam Mudra, or just next to each other, or just imagine that you are connecting with the baby. So this is a beautiful meditation to do during pregnancy, and it helps for the baby to have an invincible spirit, to call on this spirit into the world. So here is the mantra. Again, it's a bit strange in front of my face, but we will just leave it like this today, and maybe in the future we can do it some other way. And I'm gonna chant a version of this mantra. And well, if anybody is pregnant online and you are connecting, and first, congratulations. And then left hand on the belly, right hand in Gyam Mudra. Otherwise, you can just leave both hands on Gyam Mudra, or whatever, any mudra, and let's just chant the mantra. Let me hydrate first, 1 second. I did this mantra throughout the pregnancy my two daughters before they were born throughout the pregnancy, and it was a beautiful way to connect to the baby. Another thing, as a father, as a man, doing this meditation during the pregnancy helped me to feel much stronger the connection to the baby. Because the mothers, they are so blessed. They have the baby in the belly and they can feel the baby moving and you feel life within you. For the man, it's different because you feel like outside. But through this mantra, you can connect to the energy, the vibration of the baby who is there. And so that's something quite beautiful as well. So let's chant the mantra. Aje ale abe abe abu aju anasakas aganja banja laka baka halde alale kabe anamaka magaha adaha anate parmate ajoni amoni narage narange narupe nareke akarman abharman aganje aleke aje ale abe abe abu aju anasakas aganja banja laka baka kale alale kabek anamaka magaha adaha anate parmate ajoni amoni narage narange narupe nareke akarmanga barmanga ganje aleke aje ale abe abe abu aju anasakas aganja banja leka beka kale ala leka bek anamaka magaha dahanate parmate ajoni amoni narage narange narupe nareke akarmanga barmanga ganje aleke aje ale abe abe abu aju anasakas aganja banja laka baka kale ala leka be anamaka magaha daha anate parmate ajoni amoni narage narange narupe nareke akarmanga banjanga lake apeke aje ale abe abe abu aju anasakas aganja banja laka baka kalde ala leka be anamaka magaha daha anate parmate ajoni amoni narage narange narupe nareke akarmanga barmanga ganje aleke aje ale abe abe abu aju anasakas aganja banja laka baka kalde ala leka be anamaka magaha daha anate parmate ajoni amoni narage narange narupe nareke akarmanga barmanga ganje aleke. I'm doing a small correction on the third line. Aje ale abe abe abu aju anasakas aganja banja laka baka kalde ala leka bek anam akam agaha daha anate parmate ajoni amoni narage narange narupe nareke akarmanga barmanga ganje aleke Aje ale abe abe abu aju anasakas. Aganja banja laka baka kale alale kabe. Anamaka magahada anate parmate ajoni amoni. Narage narange narupe nareke akarmanga barmanga ganje aleke. Aje ale abe abe abu aju anasakas. Aganja banja laka baga kale alale kabeg. Anamaka magahada anate parmate ajoni amoni. Narage narange narupe nareke akarmanga barmanga ganje aleke. Aje ale abe abe abu aju anasakas. Aganja banja laka baga kale alale kabe. Anamaka magahada anate parmate ajoni amoni. Narage narange narupe nareke akarmanga barmanga ganje aleke. Aje ale abe abe abu aju anasakas. Aganja banja laka baka kale alale kabe. Anamaka magahada anate parmate ajoni amoni. Narage narange narupe nareke akarmanga barmanga ganje aleke. Aje ale abe abe abu aju anasakas. Aganja banja kale alale kabe ke le alale kabe. Anamaka magahada anate parmate ajoni amoni. Narage narange narupe nareke akarmanga barmanga ganje aleke. Aje ale abe abe abu aju anasakas. Aganja banja laka baka kale alale kabek. Anamaka magahada anate parmate ajoni amoni. Narage narange narupe nareke akarmanga barmanga ganje aleke. Aje ale abe abe abu aju anasakas. Aganja banja laka baka kale alale kabe. Anamaka magahada anate parmate ajoni amoni. Narage narange narupe nareke akarmanga barmanga ganje aleke. Aje ale abe abe abu aju anasakas. Aganja banja kale alale kabe ne kabe. Anamaka magahada anate parmate ajoni amoni. Narage narange narupe nareke akarmanga barmanga ganje aleke. Aje ale abe abe abu aju anasakas. Aganja banja laka baga kalea laleka bek. Anamaka magaha daha anate parmate ajoni amoni. Narage narange narupe nareke akarmanga barmanga ganje aleke. Aje ale abe abe agu aju anasakas. Aganja banja laka baka kale alale kabe. Anamaka magaha daha anate parmate ajoni amoni. Narage narange narupe nareke akarmanga barmanga ganje aleke. Aje ale abe abe abu aju anasakas. Aganja banja laka baga kale alale kabe. Anamaka magaha daha nate parmate ajoni amoni. Narage narange narupe nareke akarmanga parmanga ganje aleke. Aje ale abe abe abu aju anasakas. Aganja banja laka baka kale alale kabe. Anamaka magaha daha nate parmate ajoni amoni. Narage narange narupe nareke akarmanga barmanga ganje aleke. Inhale deep. Close the eyes if you can. And exhale, relax. Let's just stay in silence a few moments. And you may open your eyes. Sorry for the mistakes. There was, I think it was going easier when I was with the eyes closed. Then I opened the eyes and I tried to read what it was writing on the screen. And then it was like, that doesn't sound right. And I realized there was some mistakes. And then I was second guessing every H and every sound, like, is this a lakapak or is a kal? I don't know. And I was like doubting it. So I had to check while I was chanting. And it was a bit distracting for me and maybe for you as well. So sorry about that. And hopefully in the future I will have it more ready, but this is the thing of improvising. Beautiful and calming. Thank you, Willie. I'm glad you find it like that. And I hope you have a chance to chant. I'm chanting here, but I imagine that some of you at least are chanting with me. Yeah, beautiful. Vairu. Yeah, it's a beautiful mantra, and well, it's not really a mantra actually. It's more like a Shabad. It's a piece of a poem from Guru Gobind Singh. It's actually the Jap Sahib. Is one of the 5 prayers that the Sikhs chant every day. This one is chanted in the morning, And as I said, it talks about the many things that God is not. It's funny, yeah? Trying to talk about God is, sometimes Guru Nanak says, to speak about God is like trying to chew iron. It's so hard. How do we do that, no? So that poem is telling us, look, God is not this, God is not that, God is not this, God is not that, no? And somehow you are finding what it is by removing everything that is not. But even though it's not it's like a Shabbat, it's a piece of a poem, that's also an interesting thing. You can take even, some pauri, some particular verse from a poem, and utilize it almost like a mantra to meditate, to vibrate it, and it has powerful effects depending on the meaning of the pauri that you choose. So I'm not pregnant, but I had very nice sensation in my belly. That's lovely. Yes, yeah. That's good. Well, maybe we are pregnant with our own soul, with our own spirit, and we have to give light to it. In Spanish, to give birth, we say give light. So, the light of my soul, maybe we need to give light to it. So, yeah, nice feeling in the belly. Lovely. Yeah, I when I was doing it, and my daughters were in the belly of the mother, I was with my hand on the belly, and it was having that feeling. And I believe you can also do it to connect to your mother in some way. You can connect to when you were in the belly, right? So your mother in some way. And, I've known some people who practice this meditation to heal something in the relationship to their mother, even though it's not necessarily said like that in the meditations that I've seen, but I know it could have that effect as well. So that could be quite nice as well. Yes, very good. So, what should we do? Another mantra? Anybody has an idea? What would you like to work on now? Would you like a mantra about something, on something? Is there something that you would like to work on? Write in the chat if you would like a mantra for something particularly. Beautiful and calming. Calmness. I'm thinking. If nobody writes anything in the chat, I will find a new one and I will just improvise. Oh, Seth wrote something. My chat appears before it appears on the screen, so I think there's a few seconds delay. I'm not sure why, but YouTube does this. So Seth Cave says, are there any mantras that help cultivate our self-worth? Nice. I like the question. Definitely. I think there's a number of things that we can do for self-worth. And Sohail suggests Hidayat Kuharamadi. Yeah, very good. I mean, yeah, definitely. And maybe we can chant that one. That's my favorite mantra, so we can chant that one in a minute. Another one was coming to my mind. So we can chant the other one and then we can chant Hidayat Kuharamadi. I'm thinking a few directions we could take this. A mantra for surrender, to aid surrender and lessen contracting. Well, that's exactly one of the directions I was thinking, GIY. Because what is my self-worth? This is the thing with the ego. The ego will pull us into directions, making us think that we are superior to others, or pulling us in the direction that we are inferior to others. And when we want to cultivate our self-worth is when the ego is playing its tricks and pulling us down and making us feel small. And in a way, we could take that and turn it around and say, you know what? Feeling small is not bad. There is a humility in that. And if I can surrender to God and say that God acts through me, then I can just let go and let God, yeah? So surrender is a big element in sensing that it is not me who is doing things. So everything is God. But I am the channel for that to happen, yeah? So God is acting through me. So even though we cultivate humility, it's not about humiliation, it's about me being small and not having any worth. So one aspect of this would be, yes, surrender to something higher than us. Hridaya Guharamadye help us to realize who we are truly. And in that realization, how can there be not self-worth? Because that's the highest thing there can be. So finding it within is like finding your own worth. But also self-esteem and confidence. There is a beautiful one that I'm thinking now. And we can do that one and then we will do Hridaya Guhara. And this one is with a movement of the arms. And let me see if I can write it in here. Just one moment. Let's see. It's called I Am the Light of the Soul. Some of you will know it already. I am bountiful, I am beautiful, I am bliss. I am. I'm trying to see if I find it written somewhere. Okay, I will just write it in the... Okay. Hold on a second. I am the light. Let's see. I am the light of the soul. I am bountiful. I am beautiful. I am bliss. You see, this is the thing about self-worth. This is something that I see most often in the spiritual path. If you come to the spiritual path, you often have cultivated your heart, and through your compassion towards others and your natural humility, there is a tendency to be small. And we want to avoid the ego, so we want to avoid feeling some things like, and you know, we don't want to say I am beautiful because it feels like I am proud, or it feels like I am trying to show off, or I am above others, I am more beautiful than others, or anything like that. But actually, by not saying it, we are this self-belittlement thing, yeah? We are making ourselves little. But you know, if we can connect to our soul and the light of the soul, that's beautiful, isn't it? And there is bliss there. And there is bountiful, there is this bounty, this prosperity. So I think that within our humility, it's good to heal our own wounds, our own feeling of lack of self-love and self-worth. And so this mantra that we're going to chant now is excellent for that. So this is, and I'm not forgetting the Hridaya Guharamadye. So hail, we will chant it afterwards if you are still around here. So there is a movement of the arms with this one. I think this is one of the favorite mantras of my daughters, and sometimes we chant it on the way to school, and I'm driving and they are doing the movement with the arms, and other cars pass and they look at us and they laugh because we are doing these funny things in the car, always chanting these mantras. But okay, here it is. I am the light of the soul. I am bountiful. I am beautiful. I am bliss. I am. This is like the movement of the hands, yeah? I am like that. So, I am symbol of the infinite, the light of the soul. Prayer, I am bountiful, abundance, yeah? I am beautiful, I am bliss, I am. I am the light of the soul, I am bountiful, I am beautiful, I am bliss, I am. I am the light of the soul, I am bountiful, I am beautiful, I am bliss, I am. I am the light of the soul, I am bountiful, I am beautiful, I am bliss, I am. I am the light of the soul, I am bountiful, I am beautiful, I am bliss, I am. I am the light of the soul, I am bountiful, I am beautiful, I am bliss, I am. I am the light of the soul, I am bountiful, I am beautiful, I am bliss, I am. I am the light of the soul, I am bountiful, I am beautiful, I am bliss, I am. I am the light of the soul, I am bountiful, I am beautiful, I am bliss, I am. I am the light of the soul, I am bountiful, I am beautiful, I am bliss, I am. I am the light of the soul, I am bountiful, I am beautiful, I am bliss, I am. I am the light of the soul, I am bountiful, I am beautiful, I am bliss, I am. I am the light of the soul, I am bountiful, I am beautiful, I am bliss, I am. I am the light of the soul, I am bountiful, I am beautiful, I am bliss, I am. I am the light of the soul, I am bountiful, I am beautiful, I am bliss, I am. I am the light of the soul, I am bountiful, I am beautiful, I am bliss, I am. I am the light of the soul, I am bountiful, I am beautiful, I am bliss, I am. I am the light of the soul, I am bountiful, I am beautiful, I am bliss, I am. I am the light of the soul, I am bountiful, I am beautiful, I am bliss, I am. I am the light of the soul. I am bountiful. I am beautiful. I am bliss. I am. I am the light of the soul. I am bountiful. I am beautiful. I am bliss. I am. I am the light of the soul. I am bountiful. I am beautiful. I am bliss. I am. I am the light of the soul. I am bountiful. I am beautiful. I am bliss. I am. Exhale, relax. This is how mantras are so much more powerful than simple affirmations. Something in the power of mantra that just cuts all through the ego. It just gets to the root. Seth, I hope you had a good experience. I am the light of the soul. Yeah. Whenever a thought that, whatever kind of thoughts you have that show lack of self-worth, we all have our own anti-mantras. Words that go against ourselves and against the beauty of our soul. And we repeat them in our heads, and it crushes ourselves, crushes our light. As soon as we hear those words in the head, I am the light of the soul. And remember the mantra and remember the vibration of the meditation we just did. I am the light of the soul. Whatever the mind says, I am the light of the soul. I am the light of the soul. Again and again and again. Come back to that again and again. And GIY was talking about surrender. So surrender to that. Yeah. We could probably do some mantras around surrender, but let's just say, let's surrender into the vibration of the mantra. Yeah. Okay, we're going to chant the Hridaya Guhara Madhya as well. Let me find it first to copy it, because so I don't have to write all of it. Oops. Let's see. Where can I find it? I think it's here. So up until now, we have been doing all the mantras we have been doing in today's session have been from the tradition of Kundalini Yoga. I wanted to say the one we are going to chant now is not. It's from Ramana Maharshi. I talk about this one in one of the videos I have in the channel, where I talk about Guru, the meaning of the word Guru. And this is a absolutely beautiful mantra for me. It's one of my favorites, if not my favorite. And I have a special relationship to that. And you know, when I learned it in India, I learned it from 1 second. Some 1 second, because I'm trying to do two things at the same time. Okay, I'm writing it down. Let's see how it looks. And so when I learned it, I learned it in the foothills of Arunachala, the mountain of fire where Ramana Maharshi lived. And it was, Waheguru Seth, Waheguru, I'm glad it helps. So there was Gopiji, he is in charge of one ashram there, Ananta Niketam. And the first time I went there and he chanted this mantra, and it was so touching for me. And after I left that ashram, it stayed in my consciousness for days and days. I spent a few days without sleeping in bed, looking at the stars, because it had an open roof, looking at the stars, and the mantra was just within me. And he wrote it for me because I asked him, please, you have to write it down. But the way he wrote it was a little bit different from what I found now in the internet. So if I'm chanting it and I change a few sounds, don't be surprised. And it's probably my fault and my own lack of understanding Sanskrit, and my own accent as well as a Spanish person. But let's tune into the beauty of the words and not worry too much about if it's perfectly pronounced or not. Yes, and this. So let me read. The translation is: in the cave of the heart, there is Brahman is vibrating. I am in the form of the soul, Atma. And there's three ways to realize this. Let the mind completely dive inside in the search of the self by controlling the breath and focusing internally. This is how you become self-realized. So this is actually the mantra telling us the path to self-realization. And as I mentioned, it was written by Ramana Maharshi. So I don't want to mix traditions. Yeah, I've been doing a lot from Kundalini Yoga. This is from something else. Some other day we will chant Shiva's tradition, maybe Om Namah Shivaya and things like that, which there's many mantras that I love in that tradition as well. But today it's getting late already, almost 2 hours. So how about we close with this mantra? I think it's a beautiful way to close. And maybe some other day we come back and we keep doing this and improvise, yeah? Next week I will be doing streaming in the morning. In the morning, this is Europe. So wherever you are in the world, yeah? I know most of you are India or the US and someone in Europe, but so I try to stream some weeks in the morning, some weeks in the afternoon. This week I did it a bit later so that to see if it's better for people or not. But next week will be in the morning in Europe. So, okay. Hridaya kuharamadye kevalam brahmamatram aham iti saksat Atma Rupena Bhati Hridi Vishamana Saswam Chimvata Majatavam Pavana Chalana Rodat Atma Nishto Bhavatvam Hridaya Kuharamade Kevalam Brahmamatra Aham iti sakshat Atma Rupena Bhati Hridi Vishamanasa Swam Chimvatam Majatava Pavana Chalana Rodat Atmanishto Bhavadvam Om Hridaya Guharamadye Kevalam Brahmamatram Aham iti sakshat Atma Rupena Bhati Hridi Vishamanasa Swam Chimvatam Ajatava Pavana Chalana Rodat Atmanishto Bhavatvam Om Hridaya Guharamadye Kevalam Brahmamatra Aham iti sakshat Atma Rupena Bhati Hridi Vishamanasa Swam Chimvatam Ajatava Pavalachalana Rodat Atmanishto Bhavatvam Hridaya Kuharamadye Kevalam Brahmamatram Aham iti sakshat Atma Rupena Bhati Hridi Vishamanasa Swam Chimvata majatava Bhavana chalana rodat Atma nishto bhavatva Hridaya Kuharamadye Kevalam Brahma Matra Yaham Aham Iti Sakshat Atma Rupena Bhati Hridi Vishamanasa Swam Chimvata Majatava Pavana Chalana Rodat Atmanishto Bhavatvam Om Hridaya Guharamadye Kevalam Brahma Matra Aham Aham Iti Sakshat Atma Rupena Bhati Hridi Vishamanasa Swam Chimvata Majatava Pavana Chalana Rodat Atmanishto Bhavadvam Om Hridaya Guharamadye Kevalam Brahma Matra Aham Aham Iti Sakshat Atma Rupena Bhati Hridi Vishamanasa Swam Chimvata Majatava Bhavana Chalana Rodat Atmanishto Bhavadvam Om Hridaya Guharamadye Kevalam Brahma Matra Aham Aham Iti Sakshat Atma Rupena Bhati, Hridi Vishamanasa Swam. Sarasvatam Ajratavam Pavanachalanaruda Atmanishto Bhavatvam Pavanachalanarudat Atmanishto Bhavatvam Inhale deep. And exhale. Inhale deep. And exhale. One more time, inhale. And exhale. May the long time sunshine upon you, all love surround you, and the pure light within you guide your way on. Satsang. Thank you, everyone. Amita, is there a way to contact me by email? Yes, in the YouTube, in the information tab on my channel, there is my email there. You can find it and you can contact me. And Recetta, this last mantra, listening to it with headphones resonates with everything, and the way you chant it is pure light. It makes feel like a very old place we had been. Thank you for sharing with us. That's a nice expression, very old place that we have been. Yes, self-knowledge, knowing ourselves is like a memory, coming back to it. I have been here before. This is a great place to stop. It's been lovely to share this space with you. And next week I will continue doing probably 2 streams as well. I'm not sure about the days. I still haven't found a fixed time to do every week, but I'm trying to find what kind of hour is best. We will continue with the mind course. It's difficult to think after chanting this mantra. The mind doesn't want to start. And maybe we can do another session of chanting mantras or just sharing stories and meditating together. And I enjoy the most when we are interacting. So don't be shy to write in the chat. I appreciate that. So thank you very much, everyone who was here for the stream. And thank you everyone who is listening to this, the recording, if you haven't been here with us. And it's really an honor for me to be here and share this with you. And until next time, Satnam, take care.